England is a country located in the British Isles of Western Europe. It is bordered by Scotland to the north and Wales to the west, and is separated from Ireland to the west by the Irish Sea. England is the largest country in the United Kingdom, and also the most populous. England has a long and rich history, with evidence of human habitation dating back to the Paleolithic era. The country was first unified under the Anglo-Saxons in the 10th century, and became a major world power during the 16th and 17th centuries. The English language and culture have had a significant impact on the world, and English law and parliamentary democracy have been influential in shaping modern governance. London is the capital and largest city in England, and one of the most populous cities in Europe. It is a global hub for finance, culture, and the arts, with numerous world-class museums, theatres, and art galleries. Other major cities in England include Manchester, Birmingham, Liverpool, and Bristol. England has a diverse landscape, ranging from the rolling hills of the Cotswolds and Lake District to the rugged coastline of Cornwall and the beaches of Norfolk. It is also home to numerous landmarks and attractions, including Stonehenge, the Tower of London, and Buckingham Palace. The economy of England is one of the largest in the world, and is primarily based on services, manufacturing, and agriculture. The country has a strong financial sector, with the City of London serving as a global financial center. England is also home to numerous multinational companies, including BP, Unilever, and GlaxoSmithKline. England is known for its sports, with football, soccer, being the most popular. Other popular sports include cricket, rugby, and tennis. England is also home to numerous world-class sports venues, including Wembley Stadium and Lord's Cricket Ground. In terms of politics, England is a constitutional monarchy, with Queen Elizabeth II serving as the current monarch. The country has a parliamentary system of government, with the House of Commons and the House of Lords making up the UK Parliament. England also has its own devolved government, with the Parliament of England responsible for certain domestic policies. In terms of education, England has a strong tradition of academic excellence, with numerous world-renowned universities, including the University of Oxford and the University of Cambridge. The country also has a strong secondary education system, with numerous public and private schools. Overall, England is a diverse and vibrant country with a rich history and culture. Its global influence and impact cannot be overstated, and it remains an important player in the world today. The official language of England is English, which is also one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. However, there are also many other languages spoken in the country, due to its history of immigration and multiculturalism. England has a constitutional monarchy, which means that the monarch, currently Queen Elizabeth II, is the head of state, but does not have any real political power. The country is instead governed by elected officials, including the Prime Minister. The currency of England is the British pound, GBP, which is also used in other parts of the United Kingdom. England is home to many famous writers and literary figures, including William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, and J.K. Rowling. England has a rich musical heritage, with many influential bands and musicians hailing from the country. Some of the most famous include the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, and Adele. Traditional English food includes dishes like fish and chips, roast beef and Yorkshire pudding, and bangers and mash, sausages and mashed potatoes. However, due to its multiculturalism, there is also a wide range of international cuisine available in England. England has a temperate maritime climate, with mild temperatures and moderate rainfall throughout the year. However, the weather can be quite changeable, and it is not uncommon to experience all 4 seasons in a single day. England is home to many famous landmarks and tourist attractions, including the London Eye, Big Ben, the Houses of Parliament, and the Tower Bridge. The country also has many beautiful parks and gardens, such as Hyde Park, Kew Gardens, and the Eden Project. Football, soccer, is the most popular sport in England, with many famous teams like Manchester United, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Other popular sports include rugby, cricket, and tennis. England has a strong tradition of theatre and performing arts, with many famous venues like the Globe Theatre and the West End in London. The country is also home to many famous actors and actresses, including Judi Dench, Helen Mirren, and Benedict Cumberbatch. England has a long and proud sporting history, having hosted many major international sporting events, including the Olympic Games and the FIFA World Cup. The country is also home to many famous sports people, including footballer David Beckham, tennis player Andy Murray, and cricketer Ben Stokes. England has a rich artistic and cultural heritage, with many famous artists, writers, and musicians calling the country home. Some of the most famous include painter J.M.W. Turner, writer Virginia Woolf, and musician David Bowie. England has a thriving tourism industry, with millions of visitors coming to the country each year to explore its historic landmarks, beautiful countryside, and vibrant cities. Some of the most popular tourist destinations include London, Stonehenge, and the Lake District. English cuisine has evolved over time to incorporate a diverse range of influences, including Indian, Chinese, and Caribbean flavors. Some popular dishes include chicken tikka masala, sweet and sour pork, and jerk chicken. England is home to some of the world's oldest and most prestigious universities, including the University of Oxford and the University of Cambridge. These institutions have produced many famous alumni, including numerous Nobel laureates, heads of state, and business leaders. English society is characterized by a strong sense of tradition and social class. Despite this, the country has also embraced modernity and cultural diversity, with many young people in particular embracing new forms of music, fashion, and popular culture. The countryside of England is famous for its picturesque villages, rolling hills, and quaint cottages. Many of these areas are protected by national parks and other conservation measures, ensuring that they remain unspoiled and accessible for future generations. England has a well-developed transport infrastructure, including an extensive road network, a world-class rail system, and several major international airports. This makes it easy for visitors to explore the country and travel between its different regions. The monarchy and the royal family are an important part of English culture, with many people in the country expressing a deep respect and admiration for the Queen and her family. Royal events and ceremonies, such as the changing of the guard and the trooping the colour, are major tourist attractions and a source of national pride. Despite its relatively small size, England has played a major role in world affairs throughout history. The country has been involved in numerous wars, including both world wars, and has played a leading role in international diplomacy and trade. The English language has its roots in the Germanic languages of Northern Europe, but has since evolved to include many words borrowed from other languages, including Latin, French, and Greek. England is known for its love of tea, and the traditional English tea ceremony is a popular custom throughout the country. Tea is typically served with milk and sugar, and is often accompanied by a selection of sandwiches, scones, and cakes. The education system in England is divided into primary school, secondary school, and higher education. Primary education is compulsory for all children between the ages of 5 and 11, while secondary education is compulsory until the age of 16. After this, students may choose to continue their education at college or university. England has a long and fascinating history, dating back to the Roman occupation of the country in the 1st century AD. Over the centuries, England has been shaped by many different influences, including the Viking invasions, the Norman conquest of 1066, and the Industrial Revolution of the 19th century. England is home to many famous landmarks, including Stonehenge, the Tower of London, and Hadrian's Wall. The country is also famous for its many historic cathedrals and churches, such as Westminster Abbey and Canterbury Cathedral. English literature is known for its rich tradition of poetry, drama, and fiction. Some of the most famous works of English literature include Shakespeare's plays, the novels of Charles Dickens, and the poetry of William Wordsworth. The monarchy is an important part of English culture, and the Queen's official residence is Buckingham Palace in London. The royal family also owns other properties throughout the country, including Balmoral Castle in Scotland and Sandringham House in Norfolk. The English countryside is known for its charming villages, rolling hills, and lush greenery. Many people in the country enjoy outdoor activities such as hiking, cycling, and horse riding, and there are many public parks and nature reserves that provide opportunities for outdoor recreation. The English have a reputation for being reserved and polite, and this is reflected in their social customs and etiquette. For example, it is considered impolite to interrupt someone while they are speaking, and it is customary to say please and thank you when making requests. The cuisine of England has undergone a revival in recent years, with many chefs and foodies championing traditional dishes and local ingredients. Some popular examples of modern British cuisine include roast pork belly, fish pie, and black pudding.